So today, another delivery from DukesHill, bacon chop, black pudding, all these great things. And I was thinking, what can I do here? And I was thinking, let's make a hash. So today, we're going to do seared bacon chop with a Patagonian and black pudding hash. What more could you ask for? So let's check out the ingredients. First preparation underway. I'm going to get the potatoes grated for the hash. All we're going to do is take these part-boiled potatoes. So I've only boiled these for 10-15 minutes. Next up, let's get the ingredients for the hash sautéing away. In with the butter. As the butter starts to bubble away and melt down, throw in those onions. Add a good pinch of salt. So you really want to cook these onions out. So you want them to go nice and caramelized. So give these 3 to 4 minutes. So now the onions have started to caramelize, I'm just going to throw in a bit of fresh thyme. And we can just roughly pick this from the stems. In goes the corn. In goes some fresh chilies. And the black pudding. And we're just going to saute all of this together. I'm going to add another small knob of butter, followed by some Patagonian toothfish. Just remember to give that fish a generous seasoning into the pan. So when we cook this fish, we just gently want to cook it all the way through. And rather than cutting it up into small chunks, I just want to cook it a minute either side and then just break it gently into the mix. Okay, so let's gently turn over this toothfish. As you can see, we start to get a nice little bit of colour on there. Everything else is cooking well. Corn's popping away. You can smell the chili. So now, all we want to do is just gently break away that toothfish into nice rustic chunks. And then just fold it all together. And this is what we're going to add to the potato mix for our hash. Okay, let's get everything mixed in for the hash. So, all the contents from the pan, we're just going to pour it on top of the potatoes. We're just going to add the last bit of fresh herb, which is the coriander. And we're going to give this just a gentle mix. You just want to fold everything through, just using your hands and your fingertips. Let's add a pinch of salt. Right, so now we're going to get everything cooking in this frying pan. So, medium heat. We're going to get in the bacon chop, a knob of butter, and then we're also going to get the hash working at the same time. So let's go. Bacon chop, straight into the pan. I've got a little ring cutter here. I'm going to add a knob of butter. Now I'm just going to press in that hash mixture, like so. And because we are a little bit fancy at the Fish Society, I've got a little lid, which I'm just going to press it down in. Get a bit more hash in there. Beautiful. So the reason we don't want to cook everything too hard and fast is because we really want to render this fat from the bacon chop. So as you can see here, it's starting to crisp up nicely. The hash, we can move that about and get a little cutter underneath. So that's starting to go crispy. Give her a flip over. We can also do the same with the hash. If we just take the lid off, like so, turn her over. Let's add another knob of butter just on top. Let that melt through into the pan with the bacon chop. There we go. Look at that colour. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to remove the hash from the frying pan and just set that aside to rest. And I'm going to concentrate a little bit more on the fat from the chop. I'm going to crack the egg. Let's get all that fat running down to the egg. So what I'm going to do is, using a pair of tongs, I'm just going to keep rendering that fat as much as I can. So let's get a little bit of salt and pepper on that egg. Okay, hash is rested, egg is perfect, and fat from the bacon is all rendered. Let's get this plated. I just need to put thyme on there. So here we have it, seared bacon chop, Patagonian black pudding hash with a fried egg. Dukes Hill, you've done it again.